Hey guys, it's Cisco here to give you a look at the Moonstone statue by House of Gog. They're a new company, so they've sent me this and asked me to give you guys a look as it's their first ever statue. To start off with, she comes in a nice compact shipper box. And here are the dimensions of the box. Inside there's an envelope and the art box. And there's also some nice corner protectors. The shipper box is made out of this super reinforced cardboard that I couldn't even squash when I tried. So that's just a bit of extra protection for the art box. So inside the envelope is a really nice art print that recreates the classic heavy metal cover illustrated by Pascal Blanchet, which is the artwork the statue is based on. There's also a certificate of authenticity, which is nicely embossed. There's an assembly instructions booklet as well. And you also get a metal plaque. The art box is a thick cardboard with a nice glossy finish that has a silhouette of the statue wrapped around it. Inside the styrofoam is a double layered design. So it has the backdrop and the heads on one layer, and the base and the body on another layer. When taking the parts out of the box, I noticed that the cybernetic head was damaged, so I messaged customer service and they sent me out a new one. So starting off first with the base, it's this pastel green color and it has a red dust on top. That really helps to give it a feel of a sort of desolate alien planet. And there are various bones and mechanical parts scattered around the base that really give it this feel as well. The base itself was a nice weight and felt solid as well. The body goes in next. The foot peg went in really easily and then felt really stable once it was in. The paint is a beautiful bright blue that really pops and also has some nice subtle shading around the muscles that add some definition. So next to go on is the backpack, which has two pegs and some very strong magnets that hold it in place. So I put the head on next, which also fit in easily and had a nice strong magnet. So this one is the skull portrait that matches the original artwork, and then there's also a swap out cybernetic style head that's kind of a bonus. So next we have a small base, which is what holds the moon as the backdrop. So it has a clear rod that fits inside of the moon to hold it up. The moon itself is this bright, beautiful shade of orange, but has textures and holes all over it and really gives it the look and feel of a moon. The clear rod makes it look like it's floating, which is a fantastic effect, and for me the moon is what really makes this piece. So next you have the option to attach the front and back parts to the weapon. You can leave them off if you don't have the width in your display case, but otherwise they definitely enhance the look of the piece. Lastly, there's a stand to display the alternate portrait on, which I think is a really great feature of this piece. So you get to see the alternate portrait at all times, and if you also choose not to display the extra parts of the weapon, there's a place on the stand to display those as well. So here she is all finished, and I must say that with all the pieces attached and the backdrop in place, this piece really comes together and does make a really beautiful display that looks like a piece of art. And then lastly, here's a look at her with the alternate portrait on. This obviously isn't part of the original artwork, but I love how they match the tubes and the cybernetic elements on this helmet to those that are on the base. It definitely fits with the vibe of the overall piece and is also a cool bonus for collectors. So overall, the statue is a pretty much perfect 3D recreation of the original artwork. So if you're a fan of the art, I can't really imagine you being disappointed by this statue. I think it absolutely does the artwork justice. For the first statue that House of Gog have ever made, I'm also impressed by the overall presentation, packaging, and quality of the statue. It's a really unique piece, and I have to commend them for being bold and doing something different. Okay guys, that's all from me. If you guys have any more questions or anything about the statue, please feel free to let me know in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you next time.